All right, hello and welcome back to this YouTube video series. And what we're looking at in this video is we're looking at how to make money on YouTube. So now we've looked at creating our channel and getting our video up and getting ranking going and targeting the correct people. So now we want to start making a little bit of money on YouTube. The best way to make money on YouTube is to use Google's AdWords account. And this is the same service that you use for Google search, you'll also use on YouTube. So this is a very, very powerful medium, and it's a great way to make money and promote videos and do things like that. But YouTube gives you a lot of power and a lot of options because YouTube is the third most visited site on the internet. And so to be able to market to YouTube and to be able to sell advertising space on YouTube is super, super powerful. What we're going to do first is we're going to start and create our AdWords account. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a Google search for Google AdWords. And this is going to create our account here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit try AdWords now. And if you want, you can also call and they will set everything up for you. So if you prefer to have everything set up for you, actually their phone service is really, really nice because they walk through and they set up 90% of the process for you. But what we're going to do is we're just going to hit try AdWords now. Going to go ahead and sign in to our Google account. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in and I'll meet you at the bottom of the page. All right, now I have my Google account set up. I have an email address I would already like to use. I have an existing Google account for AdWords. And since I already have a Google account, it makes it super, super easy for me. And so then it's going to ask me for my time zone and currency preferences. And I'm in the United States. I'm actually in Central Time. And so I'm going to use US dollar. Then I'm going to hit continue here. And then it's going to tell me my login email and essentially tell me that I'm good to go and I just need to sign into my AdWords account and add my billing information. And so here I'm on my AdWords account. It's still loading. I haven't set up my billing. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit billing here and hit billing preferences. And then it's going to walk you through this account setup. And I do recommend that you do this before you start a campaign, but you can always do it later. It's a little easier to start it now. And this is the same Google AdWords that you'll use for Google searches. So if you do Google searches, it'll look exactly the same because it is the same program. But what I'm going to do to speed everything up is I'm going to go to ads.youtube.com. And that just kind of takes me to the YouTube advertising panel. And I'm just going to hit start advertising on YouTube here. I am signed in to both my AdWords and my YouTube account. It runs all off of the same process. And so now here, I don't have a campaign set up. So now it's automatically prompting me to create a new campaign. And so this is a super, super simple setup. And it's just setting up the process of getting your video to be promoted or however you're going to use your advertising space. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a campaign test. And then this is a budget, and this is a budget per day. YouTube automatically optimizes your budget. So if you set a maximum of $25, that's how much it's going to set per day. Then you also set a length as well. And so I'm just going to set my budget at $15 a day. You can also change some advanced method options. You can do standard, show ads evenly over time, or accelerated. This is going to use your budget as quickly as possible. And so you can target certain areas. Usually I do all countries and territories unless it's something that applies only to the United States or United States and Canada. And then my videos are always English. I don't speak any other language very well, so they're always English. You can always change this later and add other languages. Then you have some advanced settings down here. You can change this schedule. You can have it start on a different day. It's automatically going to start on the day that you create this, but you can have it start on any day. And then I usually put on here an end date. I'm usually only promoting something for 7 days or a month or a week or whatever it may be. So I usually put an end date, but if you put none here, it will continue to use your budget until you come in and manually stop it. So that's why I usually set an end date just so it doesn't keep going just in case I forget about it. So that's up to you if you want to add an end date here or not. You can also do ad frequency. You can change your ad rotation here. You can optimize it for views. You can optimize it for conversions, or you can rotate evenly. By default, it's optimized for views, so more people will see it versus more people clicking on it, which is optimized for conversions. And then frequency cap, no cap on impressions, or you can limit this campaign to a certain number of clicks per day to each individual user. And then you can also do it device targeting. So this will show up on mobile devices as well as tablets and desktops, obviously, as well. So you can change, your operating system. You can only do iOS. If your video only pertains to iOS mobile devices, you can have it only show up there. So then once you're done here, you're just going to hit save and continue. It's going to go ahead and save it here. All right, so you're also going to want to change your name here. This is really just for you, just so you know if you have a whole bunch of different campaigns going on, you know which campaign and which targeting group this applies to. So I'm just going to do video test. And then this is bidding here. This is max cost per view. This is how much you're willing to pay per view. So typical is 4 cents to 59 cents. This is just whatever you're willing to pay per view. Now, of course, this isn't what you're going to pay every time, but this is the maximum that you're willing to pay per view. And then you have your target people watching content. You have certain demographic. So if your demographic is mostly female, then this is where you're going to want to select that. So you target your ad so you get the best bang for your buck. Also change my topic here. So I want to change this. I'm going to go with video. And so I'm going to do online video here. I'm going to add that selection. I'm also going to add TV and video. And then I'm going to add photo and video software, file and format codecs. These are just different categories. You, of course, don't have to do this, but these are for different categories so you can target your ads. So again, you get the best bang for your buck. I'm going to do video sharing here, and I'm going to do photo and video services. You'll notice over here also on the other side is it will show you your predicted budget spent between $0 and $15. And for $15, you're going to average 250 to 2,000 views per day. And then your predicted average cost per click is going to be 3 cents. So I put my max up here at 25. But whenever I started messing with the viewing videos about, I kind of tunneled it down. And so I got the cost per click down to 3 cents. So every time somebody clicks on the video, it's going to charge 3 cents to my AdWords account. And then you can also target people who are searching. So you can use target keywords. This is super powerful. This is probably even more powerful than this one right here, but this one's very, very powerful as well. So you can put in your keywords here and you can target people who are searching this. So then whenever they search, this ad comes up in their search area. So then once you're done, you're just going to hit Save Targeting Group. Again, this is where your research is going to come into play, and it's going to help you target the correct demographic for each video and each ad that you put on here, especially if they're in different niches. And so now that we're here, one of the best tools that I've found for making money on YouTube, one of these advanced tactics is to use Google's money. Google AdWords will give you a free $100 certificate for using their online service. You pay $25, they'll pay $75. So usually I find this, I just do a Google search for Google AdWords coupon, and this is the one I'm looking for right here, google.com/ads/AdWords-coupon.html. And this will give you an option to enter in your email address over here, and they'll email it to you later, and you get $75 free credit after you spend $25. So you buy $25 worth of advertising and you get to play around with $75 of free money from Google. So that enables you to test out all these different campaigns and see what works best, see what different videos fit the best and work the best for your bang for your buck. And then you can put your own money in here, and that'll enable you to make even more money. So that's a brief overview of Google AdWords and how to set up your account and how to get a YouTube account rolling. Now, of course, you can also do this for other people. You can actually make money whenever you show ads on whenever you allow other people to show ads on your page. But Google AdWords is one of the best ways to make money on YouTube. You can use it to promote products, either your own or somebody else's. All right, so now that you have your AdWords account set up and you have your first ad live, what you may want to do is you may want to do the flip side. You may want to earn some money on YouTube. Well, the easiest way to do this, and honestly the best way to do this, is to allow ads on your channel. And so what you'll do is you'll allow other people's ads on your channel. And you have the option to allow ads on each individual video. So you don't have to have ads on each individual video. But if you can outsource some good video, this is a great way to create some extra revenue. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here to your icon. You're going to hit the drop down menu here, and you're going to go to YouTube settings right there. And it brings you to this overview right here. And then you can see here you have allow advertisements to be played alongside my videos, or do not allow. And by default, it allows advertisements to be played. But what you can do is you can ramp this up by hitting view additional features, and you can enable monetization. So you'll come through here and you'll enable your account, and it'll give you a little bit more information on what types of videos are eligible, what types of videos are not eligible, how much will my videos earn, all that kind of stuff. And you can kind of come through here and read the nitty-gritty for yourself. But what you're going to do is you're going to hit enable my account, and you're going to agree to the conditions. And again, you probably want to read the terms and conditions. And then you're going to check all three boxes. Again, make sure you read. This one right here is really important. I will not opt in any content for monetization for which I do not possess sufficient rights. And so especially if you don't own the copyright to that material, you're not going to be able to make money off that. You'll actually get in trouble for trying to make money off of that video. All right, and so once you have completed the setup, it will now have monetized videos here. You can also go to your video manager, and you'll have a new little icon right here that right now is grayed out, but you can actually click on this and it will take you to your video, and you can monetize this video with ads. And then you're going to confirm that you own all elements of this video and that you have sufficient commercial rights. I do not. This is just a test video. I do not have sufficient rights to be able to make money off of this video, so I am not going to allow ads, otherwise I'll get in trouble. And so I'm just going to leave that as is. But if you were able to make money off of a video, and most of the videos that you put on your YouTube channel, you're going to need the copyright to anyway. Again, this is just a test. But for videos that you create that are your own work, or that you outsource to, that's another great option, is to outsource videos. Have someone on Fiverr or something like that create short little informational videos, and then you can monetize those videos as long as you own the sufficient rights. And so what we're going to look at in the next video is we're going to look at tracking your audience and using the awesome power of Google Analytics on YouTube to track your audience and see how well your videos are converting. So I'll see you there.